chilling at the head of the table where the boss is sitting, stunning everything in sight, whether it's in the bloodline or corporate. Walk me out there with a big smile, no handcuffed by officers. Hold on, wait, I think they lost the script. We got some shooters. Pow, it's off the hip. Yeah, oh, chilling at the head of the table where the boss is sitting, stunning everything in sight, whether it's in the bloodline or corporate. Walk me out there with a big smile, no handcuffed by officers. Hold on, wait, I think they lost the script. We got some shooters. Pow, it's off the hip. Chilling at the head of the table where the boss is sitting, stunning everything in sight, whether it's in the bloodline or corporate. Walk me out the arena, big smile, no handcuffed by officers. Hold on, wait, I think they lost the script. We got some shooters. It's off the hip. Chilling at the head of the table where the boss is sitting, stunning everything in sight, whether it's in the bloodline or corporate. Walk me out the arena, big smile, no handcuffed by officers. Hold on, wait, I think they lost the script. We got some shooters, pow, it's off the hip. We got some shooters, pow, it's off the hip. Chilling at the head of the table where the boss is sitting, stunning everything in sight, whether it's in the bloodline or corporate. Walk me out the arena, big smile, no handcuffed by officers. Hold on, wait, I think they lost the script. We got some shooters. Pow, pow, it's off the hip. Pow, it's off the hip. Chilling at the head of the table where the boss is sitting, stunning everything in sight, whether it's in the bloodline or corporate. Walk me out the arena, big smile, no handcuffed by officers. Hold on, wait, I think they lost the script. We got some shooters, pow, it's off the hip. Pow, I got some shooters, pow, it's off the hip. We got some shooters, pow, it's off the hip. Off the hip, chilling. Let's go! Let's go! Dun 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 dun. underdog of the underground. Let's go! Dun dun na 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 do dun dun. Dun dun na 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 do dun dun. Dun dun na 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 do dun dun. Let's go. Let's go. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Let's go. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Let's go! Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I'm being rolling, rolling around. Underdog, at the underground. Let's go! Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I've been rolling, rolling around, underdog of the underground. Let's go! Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Let me add myself to the stage. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in. We're going to be talking about AEW Dynasty tonight. A lot of things happened. 12 matches. AEW Dynasty main evented, headlined by Jon Moxley versus Swerve Strickland. We had 2 matches on the kickoff show to start the evening. A lot going on. This is your boy HD the King. Shout out to my brother Razor. I hope he's feeling better. I'm just gonna be kicking and giving y'all some takes for the evening or what I thought of the show. As you see, we're bald forever. Let's get it, man. We are live, 1:53 a.m., April 7th. We started the night off with Lio Rush, Action Andretti, The Crew, alongside with Nick Wayne versus Top Flight and AR Fox. I thought it was a good 6-man match. I think AR Fox showed out. He definitely put on tonight. I'm not sure if he's from the Philly area or where he's from, but he showed out tonight in Philadelphia. First match on the kickoff show, and he let his presence be known. He said, I'm here. I think AR Fox, I've seen him work in AEW a bit. I thought he had a good showing tonight. Everybody did their thing in this match. As far as just to nitpick a bit, I don't know what we do with Top Flight, because I feel like I can't buy into what it is that they are. Okay, y'all brothers, but aside from the high flying, what's the identity? At least the Hardys, they showed their little punk rock side or whatever side that was, little punk metal side. And you got the Usos, family heritage. You had the Hearts, family heritage. But what are the Martins? What are their, you know what I'm saying? So I would like to see them work on something there, because aside from just having cool matches, I don't understand where they at with their character. You know what I mean? Bald forever. Bald forever. Let's get it, chat. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. Let's get it. Also, that was for the first match on the kickoff show. The second match on the kickoff show was Max Caster's Open Challenge. Now, there's only one person I know who, I was going to ask, who could he have pissed off? Some people don't even think the guy's talented. I thought there was a little talent there. I thought there was something there. I remember when he was doing his whole rapping thing, he had a few one-liners that were shock and value, tongue-in-cheek, whatever the case is. But it made you tune in. It made you go listen. Whoa, he said that? Now it just seems like the dude is just trying to run out his contract now. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it also feels like they're mailing it in with him. There's no faith in whatever it is he got going on. And also, I think it was interesting what happened at the end of the in the media scrum. Bowens kind of blurred the lines and came at whatever Max Caster had to say after the match. I guess they did a post interview, and Bowens is like, well, man, I carried him through. I got him out of trouble when he was spitting those garbage raps, those whack ass raps. And Tony Khan said that's a true story. So when Tony Khan interjected himself, I'm like, whoa, there's something here. There's some truth to that story there. Came right from the horse's mouth. So, I go there to say Max Caster's Open Challenge mystery opponent. The lights went out. We got the pride of wrestling, the 5'2" player himself, Anthony Bowen. Now, I think his presentation was sweet. I think it was surprising for me because I'm like, who are they going to bring in? But then I had some kind of suspicion, like, okay, once things started to, like, everything made sense. You know what I mean? Like, once I seen the dark figure of what I thought, I was like, oh yeah, that's Anthony Bowens. Yeah. So good on them right there. It was pretty much a squash match. Like, he ran through Max Caster. It wasn't even competitive whatsoever. And I don't know. Do y'all want to see more of that, or does that stay right there? Like, is that over? Do we leave Max Caster and Anthony Bowens right there? Like, there should not be no more feud with them. Because I feel like it was kind of bizarre to, like, we haven't seen much out of them. Billy, it was out there tonight. And yeah, Anthony Bowens picks up the victory. Let's head on to the start of the night. We have the first match for the men's Owen Hart Cup quarterfinal. We start off the night with Will Ospreay and Kevin Knight. I mean, listen. I wanted to go into this match kind of like the Kool-Aid's out. Everybody's been talking about Kevin Knight, how WWE offered him was going to offer him a tryout, and I think it was something like Kevin Knight didn't want to do the tryout, or he did the tryout, but ultimately chose AEW because of the tryout situation. Period. Like, why keep trying out when, you know, you're gonna get a bag over here and get used immediately? So I'm not really familiar with the Kevin Knight situation. I didn't get to catch the match with him and Jay White, Switchblade, so I missed out on all of that. So this is the first time I'm seeing him versus Will Ospreay tonight. They've been calling Will Ospreay the Billy Goat all evening. I thought it was kind of cringe. I don't know, like, I missed out on when the fuck he called himself the Billy Goat. I mean, I guess everybody calls themselves the best in the world, the best. So, the GOAT, best wrestler alive, that seems to be everybody's go-to shtick. So, I mean, Billy Goat. Will Ospreay versus Kevin Knight. Now, I do think that the match was good. Now, I want to get to a point here. I feel like now I could be argued here, but I feel like I have multiple arguments within one that I'm trying to make. So my problem is, if Will Ospreay is such a huge superstar, which he is, he shouldn't be in almost a 20-minute match with essentially mainstream media's, or American mainstream media's rookie, Kevin Knight. But I say this, though. This match made him look good. But I think, going back to the term I said earlier, overbooking, I feel like this match was a bit overbooked here. Why do I say that? I feel like I'm not sure how much respect Will Ospreay has for the Styles Clash, but to me, it's a move that if AJ Styles is gonna allow someone else to use it, I wouldn't want it to see it abused, because I feel like the Styles Clash is one of the only remaining moves that is still kind of somewhat protected. Like, I've seen people kick out of a Styles Clash, but it's also nobody uses it but AJ and now Will Ospreay. Maybe a few on the indie might attempt or whatever, but like mainstream is just those two. So when I start seeing people kick out of, and a rookie at this, a rookie kicking out of the Styles Clash. You giving him your best stuff, and he's kicking out. I'm like, well, I think this could have probably went on the same amount of time without the forced finishes. Like maybe, in my opinion, this is where you could kind of turn Ospreay a little bit in this match and give him more of an edgier side to where, like, yeah, Kevin Knight is in the match with him hanging around, but there's instances where Ospreay could have put him away and chose not to. You know what I mean? It felt too babyface versus babyface. I get it's the Owen, so maybe it doesn't matter in there, but I just felt like it was too much offense for the people that were in the ring. You know what I'm saying? But let's see what else we got for the night. I believe at this point, we got the Hurt Syndicate versus the Branches of the Learning Tree. The Redwood, Big Bill, and Brian Keith. Now, again, here, I'm going to be honest. I love Hurt Syndicate. I don't know the Brian Keith. Like, I feel like I got to see more because I feel like I heard a lot of good things out of the Bad Apple. Like, there was a lot of good reviews. And I'm honest yet to see it. And you know what makes it even worse for me? That, I don't even know if worse is the right word, but it just makes it odd that this version of Shelton Benjamin is kind of even more beast than the version of Shelton Benjamin that we seen in WWE. So I say that to say, like, he's over here flipping dudes like they're nothing, just putting pain on them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the dude had him with some stuff, and then Shelton just turned around and clotheslined him. Like, this was Here Comes the Pain or something, man. Like, remember SmackDown Here Comes the Pain? And Brock Lesnar had that clothesline? Like, it felt like that. I thought Big Bill looked good in the ring. He was moving Bobby Lashley, moving Shelton like I haven't seen them been moved in a while. But then we get the moment of the night. I don't know if it's the moment of the night for y'all, but for me, I had a little interest in this storyline. So for me, I would say this is, to me, one of the moments of the night. Action spills to the outside. MJF appears in the crowd, and he hit Big Bill with his diamond ring while the ref was distracted. Now, it was hard to read the language in the room because Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin looked a bit shocked. MVP was on commentary. You had the rest, Excalibur, Shivani, Taz mentioning how they look upset. MVP's like, no, they not upset. MVP sounded a little confused. So there's things to watch there with the MJF and the Hurt Syndicate situation. I'm not sure where they go, but hey, I don't think it hurts to have, like, at some point, if we're going to get MJF versus Bobby Lashley, or, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing that, to be honest. Only because it's another big name that MJF is in the ring with, another established name, you know, so I'm okay with it. But the Hurt Syndicate pick up the victory. They retain their titles. They walk out of AEW Dynasty still AEW Tag Team Champions. Then we move on to the next match, Mercedes Moné versus Julia Hart. I didn't know how to feel about this. I haven't heard or seen from Julia Hart. I feel like when I seen her with the House of Dark, it was in Spurs. So to now see her, it felt like she's in a baby face. I mean, I guess they were always baby face, but it felt like it was supposed to be a heel faction. So I was just like, I don't know. They had a better match than I anticipated, but there were a few sloppy moments, to say the least. Mercedes Moné picks up the victory. I think that would have been a good time to, like, if you want to switch things up, maybe you let Julia Hart beat her, because this was the first match for the Owen Hart for the women's tournament quarterfinal. So yeah, you could have switched it up right there. Let Julia advance, but they're allowing Mercedes to advance. Then we move on to the Death Riders versus Rated FTR. Now, I'm going to be honest. The match itself, I could have really cared less for. I'm like... And the reason I didn't care for it is because storyline-wise, it felt like Cope had already lost his opportunity versus Moxley, and now he's attempting to get the Trios Championship from the Death Riders, and I don't know, it just didn't hit for me. But what happened after the match? What happened after the match was what got me. I envisioned that we were getting some kind of heel turn, some turn of sorts. Now, I thought it would be Dax. I didn't know Cash would join in too, though. That's what got me right there. You see Cash kind of walking out the ring. Dax attacks at Cope. Kind of leaves that. It almost felt like when Seth hit Roman with the chair. I'm going to be honest. It felt almost like that to me. And you see Dax get both chairs, bring him into the ring. Cash pushes him, picks up Cope. Then they hit him with their tag team finisher. And from there, it was pretty much cemented. Both of them turned on Copeland. Wow. Like, what do you guys make of that, chat? I thought it was a cool moment for FTR because they're one of them teams that I think they fare better as a heel. I don't necessarily like when they're on a babyface run. I feel like it's too forced to be, babyface. So, yeah. I'm not sure where the idea, like, do we see Cope take both of them on by himself? Do we finally see Cope and Christian? I don't understand where we going with that. I gotta imagine that Cope is gonna team with somebody there though. But moving on, we get the AEW Women's World Championship match. Toni Storm versus Megan Bayne. I thought this was a solid match. Again, if you want to start a new story, a new upstart for a new career, this would have been it. I'd have say put the championship on Megan Bayne, kind of ice Toni Storm off. But I'm not going to deny that Toni Storm is money. She's absolutely killing everything she's doing when she touches that screen. When she touches the microphone, she's money. Toni Storm picks up the victory there. And I don't understand why Penelope Ford is with Megan Bayne. Like, it just seems like two totally opposite characters. So I need some smartening up there. The night felt very long. I'm telling you, just recapping these notes feel like, whoa, like We get Kyle Fletcher versus Mark Briscoe for the Owen Hart Men's Tournament quarterfinals. Oof. Listen, I wouldn't want to be in the ring with Kyle Fletcher right now when he got something to prove, because he was laying it in on Mark Briscoe. And listen, it was kind of back and forth. Like when Mark got his offense in, he was able to get some stuff in. But listen, Fletcher was on control, and a lot of his offense kind of it looked like it hurt. And then his finisher, the turnbuckle brainbuster. Oh my! That's how he finishes off Briscoe. He advances. It'll be interesting to see if we'll see a Kyle Fletcher versus Takeshita at some point. Now, I know some of you in the chat probably got words for this next match, but the next match was Chris Jericho versus Bandito. And I know a little bit about Bandito, but out of all the people that Jericho could have faced, I thought it was a random choice. I know there's history with Jericho in Mexico and all the stuff. This was a title versus mask match. Bandito did look good. It was a point in the match where he held Jericho up for a delayed vertical suplex for about 60 seconds. That was definitely, in terms of like in ring, that was probably like one of the moments, two of the night, that was like, whoa, wow. And yeah, we see Jericho try to weasel his way, get the win at the end. And Bandito's family told Aubrey Edwards about Jericho using a bat. She found the bat in the corner by the stairs, and they called for the match to be restarted. Shortly after that, Bandito picks up the victory, and he is your new Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion. I guess you gotta wait and see for Ring of Honor to catch more stuff, you know what I mean? Next match on the card, Daniel Garcia versus Adam Cole for the TNT Championship. No time limit, no outside interference. I thought this match was I didn't like it. I'm gonna just say it from right now. Like, it was just too much gimmicks, too much play at the ankle, too much Panama Sunrise. Too much, I want to take your move, all in short order. Like, it felt too rushed, too sloppy. It didn't really hit for me. And yeah, I mean, I don't know if it was breaking kayfabe or not. Garcia didn't look too happy about dropping the title. So Adam Cole, your new TNT champion. Then, to me, we get the match of the night. I hate to admit it, but it's Balls Forever. We get Ricochet, Speedball, Mike Bailey, and Kenny Omega in the triple threat for the AEW International Championship. I don't really got nothing bad to say about this match. I think everything was kind of done right here. The only thing I would say is the ending, right? Okada comes out, and I don't know if like Kenny Omega was legit like tired, which I'm pretty sure he was, but Okada comes to the ring and Kenny kind of just like looks at him for like maybe less than 5 seconds, and then just walks out the ring. And then Okada's just standing there, and then kind of shortly after walks out the ring himself, and all in one shot. We're watching all of this. Like, there's no camera break. Commentators aren't saying anything. it's just you hear the entrance music and the crowd cheering. So I was like, that's a bit odd. Like, I mean, the commentators alluded to, oh, maybe we get a champion versus champion match, but I felt like, you know, I don't know, we could have saved this for maybe on Wednesday when Omega's gonna go talk in the ring, and then you get Okada coming down. You know what I mean? Like, maybe you could do that. But that was the co-main event. Kenny Omega retains. Seems like we're gonna get Okada versus Omega, maybe to combine the championships, the Continental and International. Intercontinental. And then we get Jon Moxley versus Swerve Strickland. This is where things get a little wild right here. I'm gonna be honest. It felt like the end of their match turned into like a Bloodline Rules match. The ending of Swerve and Moxley felt like a Bloodline Rules match. A bunch of people running to the ring, saved. The part that got me is when the lights went out. What happened? What's going on? Who is it? Who can it be? Why are all these non-supernatural forces turning off the lights and turning them back on? Why does that happen in wrestling? Only Undertaker, Bray Wyatt, it's the likes of those should be doing that. Rest in peace, Bray. We turn the lights on, it's fucking Young Bucks. They got a hold of Swerve Strickland. And they hit him with a double V trigger. Or the BTE trigger, excuse me. I don't know. I mean, like, I felt like this is a little too long. I feel like AEW's at their point where they could cut back. Now, I don't know, like, what you do with all of these championships. Like, maybe you could have held the rest of these other matches on the television, these tournament matches. But I do think that the evening went on a little too long. Nothing of significance actually happened. And I feel like every AEW pay-per-view is meant to feel like it's a big show happening. And other than the Young Bucks coming back to screw over Swerve Strickland, I don't understand what can that lead to that's so huge. I mean, like I said it, I don't know what it could lead to. Besides another arena brawl match or some craziness. But chat, much love. I appreciate y'all chopping it with me for these few moments right here. That's pretty much. I just wanted to let y'all know what's going on. Y'all keep me smartened up. Let me know what's going on in the comments. And how y'all felt about AEW. Y'all feel like it still needs to be this long. Did y'all enjoy all of what y'all saw tonight? And I seen some things on Twitter. So, you know, I kind of got an idea of how you guys are feeling. But once again, drop a comment, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Show that love, baby.
Chilling at the head of the table where the boss is sitting, stunning everything in sight, whether it's in the bloodline or corporate. Walk me out there with a big smile, no handcuffed by officers. Hold on, wait, I think they lost the script, we got some shooters.